pre-sale of P1 Content Magnet already happened in a P1 ranking formula report, where I basically outlined the concept of that and how it actually works. And here is all the proof. As you can see, I'm right now in my Webmaster Tools, in Google's Webmaster Tools, and there you can see these keywords and significance and all of these like information that is vital for people in order to really construct the relevance of the website. And as we know, relevance is one of the main ingredients in order to get high rankings and get free traffic from Google, right? The problem with this significance is that usually you can only guess what it's going to be, right? So you just create some content, you upload it on your blog, then you wait for some time, and then Google shows it right here, right? And they say, okay, the most significant words on your website is blog marketing, whatever it is, right? And basically how users do that, how well they actually guess this significance, this is what determines how easy or hard for them it's going to be to rank website and get traffic and all of that. And that's why there are some people that can rank websites without backlinks or very little backlinks. And there are some people that just try to do everything and they cannot get their website properly ranked, right? Now, as I mentioned before, you could only guess what the significance for your website is going to be, right? But now with P1 Content Magnet, you do not need to do that. You actually can pretty much determine that for every single post, for every single individual post or page on the blog, you can precisely tell what it's going to be. And that obviously constructs the entire website and will rank pages higher on Google, will get traffic and all of those good things, right? So when people will install P1 Content Magnet, the first thing that they will see is the settings tab where they need to set Google locale. So basically they can choose which Google they are targeting, whether it's in Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, South Africa, or whatever country they are targeting with their website, right? Then obviously for progress tracker, they need to set up cron job, and also they can choose to add proxies if they have huge website with a lot of keywords and so on and so forth, right? Now, when they will install the plugin, they will see these 5 tabs. So setting, content data, manual tracking, progress tracker, and authority magnet. Authority magnet is actually upsell. So this is #1 upsell that people are going to see when they will purchase P1 Content Magnet. As you can see, they need to provide a separate license key in order to activate it. And obviously we have all the time this page right here, which is during the launch will be redirected to the OTO actually, but after the launch it will be redirected to different page with the proper pricing, so with the higher pricing, right? Now, when we talk about the main core elements and significance, which I already mentioned here, then we need to go to content data. That's where the magic happens, right? So on this screen, what people will see is absolutely every single post based on categories. So they can sort everything by categories. They can pick pages as well, and they can pick how all the posts are, because for some big blogs, they want to maybe sort last 30 days or something like that, right? And so on and so forth. So they can pick whatever they want, and then they can go inside of each post and see what kind of data we have here. And as you can see, it provides keywords, it provides meta description, it provides whether we have authorship levels enabled, whether we have images, videos, how many external, internal links we have from the page, how many words we have on that page. And then they can obviously check this one more time to update the things. It also shows the time when it's last updated. And then the magic happens with this button. So they can literally click the button, analyze content, and it's going to bring 2 tables here. One is current word significance. So this is what it looks like right now and the content that is right now on the page. And this is what ideal should be when they create a content. So now when they have this information, they can actually go to the post itself, they can edit the post, and they can see the same data right here. So current word significance and also suggested word significance. And now what they can do, they can start to adjust content. For example, they can just move this widget a little bit up, right? So it's right there where the editor is presented. And then they can dynamically start to update the content. They can then dynamically add some content and just refresh this to see how it changes the current word significance, right? And obviously they have also suggested word significance, which is ideal optimized content, right? So as you can see, it's no more about keyword phrases. So how many times you use exact match keyword. It's not like that anymore. It's about individual words and how important they are in the content. And this is exactly what Google wants. This is exactly what Google tells upfront inside of Webmaster Tools. So there is no doubt about it. It's clear like day, right? So that's the first thing, and they can do every single post like this. So they don't have any more guessing or something like that. They just go in every single post, they adjust every single post, they get the results based on suggestions, and boom, their rankings is going to go up, right? The second feature, which is very, very powerful feature, is Progress Tracker. And this is something that I will not be able to show on this website right now because I just enabled the plugin here. But basically, Progress Tracker, what it does, it automatically, without anyone doing anything, will track the progress of these rankings in Google. So not only it's going to track the primary keyword, it's going to track the secondary keywords and things like that, right? So right now, as you can see, current rankings in Google is not applicable because obviously we haven't enabled it, we haven't used it at all. But once it's going to be enabled, they will see the current rankings right here. And if they make some updates of the post, they are going to see changes right here. So basically there will be like previous rankings and current rankings, right? So there will be previous rankings, current rankings, and it's automatically going to be updated every time when somebody clicks this update button. Every time the content magnet will go out and will find the ranking results. And there are specific functions how it does it, but literally anyone who is tracking results in Google right now is spending money to some other tracking services like Authority Labs or some other services. They will not need to do it anymore because it's going to be built in their WordPress site, so they can literally track any page, any post on their site automatically without doing absolutely anything, right? Now, the other thing that we incorporated here is manual tracking, because sometimes you want to check, okay, what kind of results I'm getting, for example, in Canada, right? So let's say I want to check how well my website is ranking in Canada. So what I can do, I can literally type in the keyword, for example, best Diego movers, right? I can select, for example, let's say I want to track United States, right? And let's say I want to track the page, maybe this page, right? And now I just submit, and it's going to check it, and it's going to tell me in a moment whether I'm ranking for this keyword or not, right? And you will see that in a moment. So as you can see, URL wasn't found in 1,000 search results. And now, if I want to check whether I'm ranking in the United Kingdom, let me check it, right? Maybe I'm there, right? And this is how basically people can track every single page or post on the blog, right? And let's just do one more. Let's just track this page. Maybe there is some rankings, so let's just submit. Let's see. And as you can see, it's number 14, location. So this is google.com, right? Also, they can track whatever they want. For example, they can provide any URL. Maybe somebody has some Web 2.0 sites or YouTube videos or anything like that. They can just provide this URL right here. So that's how it works. And obviously, Authority Magnet, that's a separate thing. That's the OTO that they are going to get as a first OTO. And because we also incorporate here link, obviously the conversions will be very high because it's very tempting to enable this, to check it out, what it does for anyone that is installing and using P1 Content Magnet, right? So now you see how it works, and basically it does exactly what Google wants. here is black and white, right? Explain what Google wants. And now we are able to do it for every single page, every single post, and no more guessing, no more figuring out how many exact match keywords I need to use or something like that. The important thing is relevance and what is the most significant words on somebody's content when they want to rank for a specific keyword, right? So that's it when it comes to P1 Content Magnet.